1,000 notifications. What's up, guys? Ryan here. Another exciting Monday. Lots of good stuff. Went to the range most of today with a bunch of different students. It was a lot of fun. Let me know once you guys jump on here. Matt, Brian, what's up, guys? I'm going to be answering a bunch of questions about concealed carry, guns, whatever you want to talk about. Heard there was another big shooting. Cops killed somebody. I haven't seen the video yet. I'm going to do that, I guess, tonight. What's up, Sean? Man, you're consistent, Sean. What's up, Christopher? Joe? Joe, you're consistent too, buddy. You guys have been on these live streams every week. Tre5, James, what's going on? Jason, what's up? Larry, what's going on, guys? Carlos, Thin Boy, is that how you say it? I'm assuming. Joe, Alvaro, Jason, lots of Joes. Digger, what's up, man? Chris, what's up? Or not Chris, Steve, Easters. I'm going to be calling you, Steve. I'm going to need you. Need you to come out. Tiffany and I just put some paperwork in on a new house today. So we've been suffering a long time in our small little house, but now is the time. We are getting out, and we've got a nice new house that we're building. So we're going to have my buddy Steve come get us a water softener, a new water softener. Cynthia, what's up? Scott, Michael, what's going on? Let's see. Archangel TV.
I can come on in my pajamas, huh?
I don't care. Tiffany was not going to come on, but I guess she's going to come on in pajamas now.
I'm just going to come on for a little bit.
Okay.
Because I feel like you need a little help.
Probably. I need a lot of help. So the psychologist tells me, at least. Archangel
Whoa,
says...
how many phones do you have going on here?
A lot.
There's 5 phones in front of me.
Awesome, right?
No, because I feel like I'm like...
You just got to try to... It's just like when you're talking to a large group of people, you got to try to make eye contact with all of them.
The crazy thing is like I feel overwhelmed by you. Like, this is way too much Ryan for my life.
It's awesome. It's awesome.
Way too much Ryan.
Okay, so Archangel says, you can open carry while you are fishing, camping, and hunting. That is definitely legal in the state of Florida. In my opinion, just make sure that it is advantageous for you to do it. If you're willing to deal with whatever's going to happen, then go for it. Do what you want. Carol, what's up? Good to see you. Scuba, what's up, man? I've been filming a bunch of B-roll with my buddy's guns that dropped them off that I will get back to you very shortly. So I'm going to be shooting.
Tri5 Garage says, my wife and I want to see you for our CWP when the time is right.
Awesome.
The time is right.
I don't know if you've noticed this. What's his name?
It just says Tri5 Garage.
Tri5 Garage, the world is burning.
Yeah.
Society is on fire. I'm going to take a wild shot in the dark here. Now's the time.
Yeah, now's the time.
So and to be very blunt, nobody thinks it's called normalcy bias, right? So we all suffer from something called normalcy bias. Had a woman in the class a couple days ago. So she said she never thought she needed a gun until she was a victim of a home invasion. Mm-hmm. So normalcy bias tells us normalcy bias causes us to underestimate the likelihood of something bad ever happening. It also causes us to underestimate the penalty or the disaster of what's going to happen. So the penalty, I guess you could say. So the bottom line is, now is the time. You don't get car insurance as you're sliding sideways into a vehicle.
You just spit on me.
Yeah,
right?
well, I spit on a lady in class the other day.
Did you? Oh, with the coronavirus stuff happening? Oh, she must have been like, ugh, gross. Hey, somebody said, so Larry 2.5 said, too much Ryan, haha, that's his line. He's too good looking for prison.
Yeah, exactly.
You watch Ryan.
Yeah, you get me.
Yeah, you get that.
Okay.
Hey, Rashawn.
With all the talk from Democrats about banning guns, how successfully could they actually be with what happens if you already have a gun before they pass the laws banning them? We just don't know. I think there's always lots of talk of a second civil war in America. I think what will truly cause the second civil war is them actually attempting to take guns.
And to go with that, I mean, or they may not take the guns, but they're going to make it very difficult for you to have them. And that's why now's the time to get your permit and stuff, because they may change it where you got to take some silly,
Let me say this. So I am a salesman, okay? I know how to sell stuff. And the government...
Got me.
Okay, I got you. The government, they're very smart. You can't just come out and say, we are going to take away all of these guns. That's what Kamala Harris wants to do. She said she's going to pass an executive order. But then what they're going to do is the people that don't turn it in, they're not going to get on TV and say, oh, listen, we've got these hundreds of thousands of patriots that want to defend the Constitution. And they don't want to give up their guns. That's not what they're going to say. They're going to start labeling us as terrorists, domestic terrorists. There are going to be incidents that are probably not going to be true. And listen, I'm not a conspiracy theorist type person, but this stuff does happen. And then we are going to get labeled as bad people, and then it will be very easy for the police and others to come and disarm us and take our guns. So, it'll happen.
Scott got his CWP in the mail today. Scott, how long did it take? Because I know processing times in the last few weeks have gone up by a few weeks. So I think they're at close to 8 weeks now. So they're at like 6 to 7 weeks right now, is from what I've been seeing. So
yeah, I've heard a couple people say 4 weeks.
Okay, Marcel, love that you love Mondays because of
awesome,
me.
thanks. Yo,
and Ryan.
I'm pretty sure it's for me.
Whatever. It's the combo. Okay, somebody retracted their comment, but I did see it, and I think it's a good one because I see it on the group a lot.
Okay,
so,
what was it?
Can I shoot a dog that is viciously attacking my dog?
No, the answer is no. You cannot use a firearm to defend an animal. So nowhere in the Florida statutes does it allow that.
Right, Bill.
Now, can you choke it to death? Maybe.
Anne, awesome. Just got her inside the waistband holster and
nice.
mag holster.
Hold on.
Wait!
Let me tell
you. These ladies, no, you say it because...
Let me tell you guys something. Anne is a pretty new shooter. So yeah. I went shooting with her and her sister a month ago, right? Less than a month ago, a little over a month ago. So very new. They are very new shooters. And Anne signed up right after we did a shooting class together. Anne signed up for the 21-day dry fire challenge. And Anne is a freaking rock star.
She is a rock star. She is drawing. She's doing the penny drill. She's doing tap, rack, bang. I mean, this
drawing while she's
fire.
In her vehicle.
Stephanie, too. These ladies, like, I was so impressed. And even the guys on the group were they were like, whoa, like, you guys are doing it.
I know. She did a good job.
Because sometimes, you guys can underestimate us women, but let me tell you, they were focused. They did everything.
They tried hard.
I don't think they missed any nights either.
Yeah, they tried hard. They did
killed
good.
it. So if any of you ladies, are worried about doing something like that or whatever, I'm telling you, do it. You will kill it, and you will skyrocket your confidence. That's what we want to do. Get you used to things.
But it's about mastering the fundamentals.
Yeah.
That's
so, Anne, I'm glad you got it. Keep going through that challenge, even though you're not, posting it in the group or whatever. Just keep practicing. If you have the time to do the 5-10 minutes, do it. Continue to do it until you master it.
Okay, so here's a good one, Michael. So God forbid I ever have to shoot someone. Doesn't matter how many times I shoot them. It could, but we'll come back to that.
Oh.
I ask because the talk of the day seems to be how many times the cops shot the guy in Wisconsin.
Okay.
So again, I haven't seen the video of the dude in Wisconsin.
I know what you're going to say, though, because I listen to you all the time.
Do you?
I do listen to you. Michael, you shoot till the threat stops. Till you stop the threat. So if you shoot and the guy's on the ground, he's the only one there, and
he drops his weapon.
He drops his weapon, and he's like, or whatever, or stunt man, or whatever.
If you did a good job, they're probably not talking to you.
Well, listen, but right there, the threat has stopped. Kick the gun, call 911, hold them at gunpoint.
Or it could be, Michael. It could be the guy that tried to stab me a couple years ago. As soon as I pulled the gun, he dropped his shiv, and that was enough. So I didn't have to shoot.
Everybody thinks
here's the misconception.
You have to shoot.
Right, those people don't know what they're talking about.
Not
the
true.
misconception that gun owners have is that if they pull the gun, they have to shoot. In the United States, according to the CDC, every single year, between 500,000 and 3 million people pull a gun every year and do not discharge it. All they do is pull it, point it at the threat, and that makes the bad guy stop. There's probably only, and this is just a guess because I haven't taken the time to really document all of it, there's probably only 3,000 or so justified shootings in the United States every year. So there aren't really many times that a good guy has to actually shoot the bad guy. Lots of times that the good guy has to pull the gun and point it at the bad guy.
Yeah, I agree. So, hey guys, can I conceal carry when I go to my bank? Absolutely, Roberto. So you want to
not at Chase Bank though.
Shush. You want to take that's you can carry. So you want to take you want to watch Ryan's No Guns Allowed video. Go Tampa Carry No Guns Allowed and watch that video. It's great. You can conceal carry in a bank. It is not a federal building.
Right, it's just federally insured.
It's federally insured, so you are totally allowed to carry in a bank. Chase Bank.
Okay.
There's a big story behind that.
There's a big story behind the Chase Bank thing.
we have to find a new bank.
Yeah, so because I was conceal carrying a gun, but whatever. William, can I conceal carry with a mask on in the state of Florida? The answer is yes. Despite what media and politicians tell you, there are no laws, federal or state, that prohibit a law-abiding concealed carry permit holder from having a gun while wearing a face mask.
It really boils down to intent. And the best thing that you can do is when we get off this live, in the YouTube search bar, Tampa Carry mask, it'll pop right up. Listen to Ryan's video on that.
Okay, Chris says he's signing up for the 21-day dry fire challenge.
Yes!
Awesome. We're going to start a new 21-day dry fire challenge on
like
September 1st, first of the month.
September 1st? That's too soon. We
do
didn't
you mean
even
it's
give
too
time. That's
What
like
do you mean it's too soon?
that's like next week. We haven't even we have to give people time to order stuff and get.
Yeah, it's called a week.
No!
So September 1st is when it's starting. Sign up for the class. That's when we're going to start posting the new videos.
September 7th.
It's September 1st,
We'll talk
Tiffany. I don't
about it.
understand what you're doing.
Because we haven't promoted it to people. We have to give them time.
What do you think we're doing right now,
Last
Tiffany?
time we gave them 3 weeks. It takes some time.
It doesn't take time. It takes the week that you got right now. Sign up for the 21-day dry fire challenge. It's going to be amazing. And we're starting on September 1st. So
you spit on me again.
Okay.
I love you, but
I've done a lot worse things to you, Tiffany.
Ryan, stop. Stop.
Okay. A lot worse. All right. What are the other questions?
Ugh,
Love holes,
gross.
cheesy, so many rounds, and stopping somebody. Okay.
What?
I don't know. Talking about the Wisconsin shooting.
No,
Looking for
holes
a-
in their cheese. No, it was supposed to be a joke.
Looking for a holster. It's a stupid joke.
Okay, here, wait. A bad guy outside my house. Can I display my rifle or basically hold it inside my house, kind of to prevent this guy from coming in or trying anything stupid? No, because
That would be brandishing.
that would be called brandishing.
Which is displaying a firearm in a rude, careless, angry, or threatening manner that is not necessary in self-defense.
What you can do is lock the doors, have your rifle ready, and if they come through your door, and then get on the phone with 911, someone's trying to get in my house, and then if they come through your house, then that's a different story, because now they've actually, broken it. What?
He said I have llama jeans.
That's my new. Who was that? That was Cosmo Afterlife 71. That was the best comment I've ever seen. I'm gonna start calling you Llama.
Okay,
Llama
that's fine.
boy.
What was your nickname? What do you guys call mom that makes mom upset? Pickle. That's it. Pickle.
I don't know where they even get pickle from.
Tiff.
I like pickles.
They
But...
do call her Tiff.
Okay,
She gets
I have a
very mad.
question. Larry 2.5, go ahead and do your question, and then we'll pull you out. If I paid and watched the video for the online course, how long do I have to take the? You have 1 full year, and even that, I mean, we're lenient. I'll just make you rewatch the video again. But yeah, just send us an email. if you
Scott
go
says,
over
what do you
there.
think about the Kimber Micro 9? I think it's a great gun. I think it's really nice. I haven't had much trigger time behind it, but I think it's a nice gun.
And Tiff, it's expensive for our taste, so I won't let him buy it.
Our taste. I'm going to have gold teeth soon.
I think Ryan's squirreling money away.
She keeps saying that, and what's funny is, like, we've had several major times where we, like, desperately needed money,
Thank
and then
you,
Tiffany comes out of
Osby.
nowhere, and she's like, oh, here's $10,000. And I'm like, oh my God, where'd this come from, right? You just saved us.
Yeah, for years and years and years. That was at the gun store when I used to take a little, squirrel it away in case we had bills to pay. And that's Ryan's like, I don't know how we're going to pay the mortgage this month. And I was like, is it really bad? And he's like, it's really bad. And I'm like, well, here's my squirrel money, because he never wants to save.
But I get accused of hiding money.
But I didn't just pull it out to go buy,
Okay, whatever.
like, shoes or something. I pulled it out to
Yeah,
save our
see,
butt.
Jason says he has a modified 19. I think he has the Kimber as micro change. My Glock 19 is significantly more expensive. And I
So-
own more than one Glock 19 that's like that.
Yeah,
So,
thank you, Dan.
Yes, thanks, Dan. We appreciate you, buddy.
So, Jason, yeah, that Glock 19, I didn't know about that. He snuck that
I have
stuff.
AR-15s. I could buy like 12
But no,
Kimber micro
no.
9s
This
for
is-
one AR-15.
This is what Ryan does, though. This is what Ryan does that's tricky. I'm making a video, Tiff.
Smart. I'm
Tiff,
smart.
all these people are asking me how to do a Glock
I have to do it. It's for the people.
Richie, thank you.
Oh, Ricky, thank you,
All these
Richie.
people are asking me how to do a Glock modification, so I gotta do a video, so I gotta buy this stuff.
Tiffany, I'm a man of the people, all right? I just do what the people are asking.
Then,
You're not going to deny the people, are you?
then Ryan has like EOTech and all this stuff.
Because I got to have one of each.
Then he goes to a Larry Vickers course, and Larry Vickers doesn't like EOTech, so now Ryan's selling all of his EOTech, and now he's got to get, what?
Aim points.
Aim point. Only aim point.
Again, I'm easily swayed. I'm a salesman.
My gosh. Your thoughts on Norma MHP ammo. Also, is it a good idea for safety that a car passenger declare their CWP when pulled over? Go ahead with that one.
It's up to what you think you need to do in that situation. You kind of got to judge those situations. There's lots of times that I've been pulled over by the police that, the gun, it's not beneficial for me to say, that I've got a gun. There's other times I can tell the cop is a little bit squirrely. And if the cop's a little bit squirrely, then I'm probably just going to tell them that I
Because
have
you
a gun.
look like a gun owner. Like, you're like, liberty or death,
one
3%er.
time. So our van used to be vinyl wrapped, saying Tampa carry, Conceal carry class. And the cop walks up to my car and he goes, "Do you have a gun?" And I was like, "What do you think?" Like, that's a stupid question.
Probably.
Yeah.
Wasn't that oh, no, it wasn't a time. Different time. Ryan was like bringing all the guns home for something. I don't know what it was, and there was a ton of guns in the car.
Yeah.
Yeah, not good. Okay, wait.
What's up, Greg?
Can a convicted felon be living in the same house as a licensed gun owner? Absolutely. So if you're the gun owner and you have a convicted felon in the house, you have to keep that firearm away from them at all times, securely encased in a safe. They can't have access to it. So that is your
Because that's the key.
responsibility.
They cannot have access to the gun at
Ever.
all.
So like
or
they
ammunition.
can't know the safe code, anything like that. They can't go to the range and shoot with you. It's basically, I say, like, follow the same rules if it was a young child. Like, they can't have access to it at all. But absolutely, it does not take away your right to have a firearm. Same in the car. You can have the gun on you. You don't have to worry about, like, if they're in the passenger seat, you can still carry it on you. You're totally fine.
Okay, I'm going to answer this question, Jason, first. Jason says, McNeil says, thinking about running my SIG.
It's like Jason. It's Jovan.
Oh, Jovan. Sorry,
Yeah.
man. Sorry.
I don't know how to.
Thinking about running my SIG 226 Elite for competitions, but now thinking I want to do a P320. Do I have experience with the P320? I haven't really liked the P320 because of the drop safety thing until one of my students brought one to a class the other day. It was a sexy gun.
Was it?
It was, oh man, it was sexy. So it made my nipple
A 320?
really hard. A SIG P320. It was really amazing. And my buddy Jeff has let me borrow his P320, which I did some videos with. It was a really dope gun. So I'm going to buy one. I think I'm going to do a full-size P320 because I got enough compact concealed carry guns. But I like it. I think the trigger on the
surprised by that.
I think the trigger on the P320 is really amazing.
You wouldn't just want to get like a, what's it called?
The thing?
No, the other SIG that's very, very popular.
The
that
226?
Yeah, it's 226.
That's what he was just talking about. I want both.
Oh, okay. I thought you
Yeah,
were saying
and the
320.
229 and the
229.
228.
Yeah, I was thinking you'd want the 226 or the 229. Why would you want the 320? But okay.
No, I like striker fired guns, honestly, better.
Yeah, okay. Get it tricked out.
Okay, Jay says, why are you pulled
money.
over so much? Jay, because I am a highly motivated driver.
He's a speeder, and he's a rolling stop signer.
And I am a get the hell out of my way before I ram you.
You actually haven't gotten anything.
I actually haven't gotten any tickets in a very long time.
So what happened
like 4 or 5
was
years.
our car insurance.
You want to know what happened?
Our car insurance went up to like $500 a month.
This is the lie. This is the lie that every marketing book told me.
Terrible.
They all told me that if I vinyl wrap my vehicle, I was going to make more money. What they don't tell you is if you vinyl wrap your vehicle, it's very easy for the police to pick you out of a crowd. And if you fly past them at 100 miles an hour, they're going to find you. So listen, I've been driving the exact same way my entire life. It was only the period of time that I had a vinyl wrap vehicle that I got a bunch of tickets.
You got pulled over a few times in the Civic, didn't you?
No.
Do you guys know that Ryan is the only person that I know that has rolled a Honda Civic, I said that correctly, a 4-door, to tell you the truth.
End over end.
End over end. On our, street.
5 minutes away from our house.
5 minutes away from our house.
So I came home one day and I said, I'm here to get the van. And Tiffany's like, why? And I said,
he went to the gas station.
I don't want to talk about it.
It was Memorial Day or something.
No, 4th of July.
He went to the gas station to get what? Something.
Tylenol for you.
To get me Tylenol. An hour goes by. He comes in the house looking all disheveled and says, I need the keys to the van. And I'm like, where are you going? And he's like, never mind. He rolled his Honda Civic 4-door end over end going over the railroad tracks. And then, wait a minute. What did the there's some medics on here. What did the firemen say to you?
So right where my vehicle landed.
First Ryan's like, someone was there, so I swerved, and they said, no. We've seen this a lot here. And he said,
right where I landed on the left-hand side of the road, if everybody else landed on the right-hand side of the road, which is a big oak tree, which is why there's 5 plaques of all the dead people that have died hitting this oak tree. But whatever, we're going to change the story real quick.
Listen, somebody said, your car driving skills makes me question if I should take advice from you. This is true.
I'm very good with guns. I'm very good with guns.
He is very safe with guns, but I don't think he expected to go over that so hard. So don't go fast over a railroad track. This can happen.
Yeah, but I'm also not offering driving skills. All right?
Okay,
so Davidson.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
Davidson says, thanks for the info, but why the 5-day waiting period? The state of Florida has a mandatory 3-day wait when you purchase a firearm, and the Hillsborough County every county is allowed to choose between a 3 or a 5-day waiting period. We have a very anti-gun city council here, and after the Parkland shooting, they decided to change it to 3 days or 5 days.
Wait, Kevin and Richie, thank you so much.
Yes, thank you very much.
We appreciate that. Oh, Kevin has a question. We paid $5 for fingerprints in Manatee. Now we have paid the $27 online for them to send them to the state. Do we still have to?
No, you do not. So
you got to send in your receipt.
Tiffany, stop.
Sorry.
So Tiffany, stop. Oh. So Kevin, what you're paying $27 online for them to read the fingerprints, and that's the fee. So you obviously signed up for the application assistance. That means, Tiffany, or you didn't, but you're going to pay $55 to the state of Florida for them to process the application. So that's it. You don't have to pay the $97, you're paying $55.
Okay, but what I was saying is they have to send in the receipt, which they asked that you
Again,
do that.
all of this is inside of the application assistance training course of how to send the receipt in, what documents you have to send in. It's all in there.
Okay. Hey Ryan, this is Lindsay. We got our carry permits last week. We did your class with the Beretta 92 FS. Okay, cool.
Okay, cool. I remember.
Can a gun store order or Universal order a better carry guns? Yes, absolutely. You can go in.
Most gun stores can't order it because they really are not in stock. So what you want to do, Lindsay, is go to gunbroker.com. Gunbroker.com. Hey, thanks, Peter. We appreciate you, buddy.
They might have it in stock, though. I would stop in and just
They don't have much.
They don't have anything? It's hard right now for gun stores to get anything in stock. Gunbroker.com, you can have it transferred to Universal. That way, you don't pay the tax coming in, and you'll just pay a transfer fee. What is their transfer fee there?
I don't know.
It's probably like $30, $40.
Yeah.
So, What happens if my fingerprints are deemed illegible for the second time? Well, you've probably got some jobs, I know. They're
Yeah, if you're a nurse,
nurses.
if you're a doctor, you wash your hands a lot, your fingerprints become very hard to read.
Maybe wait for electronic fingerprints, or...
I don't know. I honestly don't know the answer.
Maybe drive somewhere for electronic fingerprints. I think Pasco County has electronic fingerprints open right now. Because I think they can read it right off of there, can't they?
I don't know. Again, I don't know. I don't know, man. So I would say you got to contact the
Call
state.
the
Figure out
Florida
what to
Department
do.
of Agriculture. You might want to try a third time. I mean, I know it's a pain in the butt, but it's only $5 to do it. So, my wife says you cannot concealed carry at the gym. Is that true? No,
that's not true.
true.
Yeah.
Hey, guess
You
what?
definitely
You
want
get
gun.
to tell your wife that she's wrong. That probably doesn't happen very often.
Yeah. Okay, somebody on here says, what's that name right there? Nisfia?
I don't think it's a name.
Like a
I think
code
it's a
name or
UK.
something?
Yeah, I
Okay.
got a tourniquet.
Got a tourniquet after I suggested it.
Good.
Very smart.
Smart.
I carry like 5 tourniquets in my truck. I have some in my range bags. I always bring, I bring 3 of them when I go to the gun range because you just never know. Like I said, you're more likely to save somebody's life by stopping severe bleeding than you are with your gun.
So good job getting that. Okay, can I conceal carry without a permit in my mother's house?
Probably. I think that's fine. That's just my opinion. I think it's
You're
okay.
inside her house, so yeah,
Yeah.
you're fine.
Money Tree Pawn Shop in St. Pete has guns. Sure, the question is not who has guns. Every gun store has guns. The question is, do any gun stores have the good guns? And the
Yeah.
reality is, most gun stores have sold completely out of the good guns. I have a lot of people coming into my classes lately, a lot, that are going to gun stores like this pawn shop,
Yeah.
and they're buying a gun, and then when they show up to me, I'm like, this is a terrible gun. Like, you bought a gun from the 1970s.
Yeah, and-
because it's the only gun that pawn shop or gun store actually had. It's a terrible gun for you,
Yeah.
but it was the only gun they had at the moment, so they sold it to you.
So they saw, yeah, and the thing is, and she had also asked, can they order it in right now? Like Ryan and I know this firsthand because when the Sandy Hook shooting happened, it was the same scenario. So we would tell all of our suppliers, which we had like 8 or 10 that we dealt with, and we're like, listen,
We'll take anything.
we'll take anything that you get that is a handgun. Just send it to us. And they would kind of send random stuff. And then every now and then our salesman would, call and be like, okay, guys.
No, he'd be
I
like,
got you a
he'd be
Glock.
like, yeah,
I got you a shield.
One Glock 19. And
And it's like, okay, awesome. And then people would call us and say, hey, do you have something? We're like, okay, I got one coming in. And it was sold before it even got there. So,
Okay, Davison just said Shark Coast Tactical has a bunch of guns. Awesome.
okay,
Check them
yeah,
out.
Check them out.
Down in
But,
Sarasota.
we've been watching like online gun broker and stuff like that, and you can usually snag one up.
Jay says, I have the USCCA. Is it worth it? I think it's worth it. I think that's a good question. Nobody thinks that insurance is worth the money that you pay
Until you need it.
actually need it. And then you realize, like, we came home from church. It was like 5 years ago, right? On Sunday. It was Christmas Eve.
I don't know where you're going with this. Oh, gosh.
And we had like 5
Christmas
inches
Eve.
of water in our house.
Did you just say it was 5 years ago? Because it was 2 years ago.
Whatever. It doesn't matter, Tiffany. So I'm old. I don't
Yeah,
remember
I
dates.
walked in and there was like that much water.
It was
in our
unbelievable.
house. It was
So it was like $50,000-$60,000 worth of damage.
toilet
It was
flooded.
It was unbelievable. So I never thought I needed homeowners insurance until I opened my front door to 4 or 5 inches of water.
And
then I realized it was worth it.
That's the exact same thing, with life insurance, your car insurance. If you don't use it,
It's a waste.
then it seems like it's a waste.
But if you need it, it'll save your life.
But it also kind of gives you a peace of mind, too. One thing you don't want to have to worry about if you ever do have to use your firearm in self-defense is...
Learning how to kiss a guy in prison.
Stop it. Okay.
I was watching this video on YouTube the other day, like how they scare teenagers, punk teenagers, whatever, in jail. And this big, like, roided out guy, he had some, like, Kool-Aid, and he went up to the little kid, and he was like, lick your finger and dip it in that Kool-Aid. So it was orange-flavored Kool-Aid. So he dipped it in, swirled it around. He's
Where
like,
are you going with this?
He's like, he's like, now put it on your lips. And the kid, like, put it on his lips. He said, now I'm going to kiss you so you taste like orange. And I was like, oh, my gosh.
Wait, does the castle doctrine apply at hotels or places you stay at that isn't your main home? Damien, good question. I know exactly.
So yeah, so the statute says that you're allowed to, the castle doctrine applies to your home, your dwelling, residence, or occupied vehicle. So your dwelling is any place you're residing in at night. So that could be my house, Damien. If you come here and you and I are drinking and it's safer for you to just sleep on my couch, then if you're sleeping on my couch and somebody starts kicking in my door, you have just as much legal right to defend the castle as I would. So that applies to your house, a tent, an RV, your buddy's house, camper, anything of that kind of nature.
What does renter's insurance have to do with owning a gun? Jose, we were talking about the fact that we had insurance. Somebody asked if USCCA was a good idea, and so that's why.
Okay.
Can my grandfather bring his 22 for the live fire test? He's going to shoot our 22, so he doesn't have to worry about recoil or anything.
Yeah. Can we open carry on our property in Florida? Yes. I talk about it extensively, all 15 situations that you're allowed to open carry in my book, Florida Concealed Carry Law, which is amazing.
Which is amazing.
New York Times bestseller. They just don't know it yet.
Yeah, I was going to say it's your bestseller.
It is my bestseller.
Just use judgment. Don't, you certainly can sling an AR-15 on your back and mow your grass.
But the cops are probably going to show up.
And your neighbors are all going to think you're crazy.
You know the new trend that I see on social media, which I think is really hilarious, again, is people going in front of federal buildings with cameras, videotaping and taking pictures of the outside of the federal building. And then when the police show up, they go, oh, I'm on public property. You can't touch me. How dare you question me? Well, I'm allowed to do this. Again, I think you're causing problems. Are you legally allowed to videotape the exterior of a federal building? Sure. Is it really smart for you to do it? Probably not. Are you legally allowed to open carry an AK-47 while mowing your grass? Of course you are. But is it smart? You gotta weigh the benefits and the risks here, right?
Okay, and for the people that do want to do that, because believe it or not, there are some.
Sure.
You also got to remember, with all this kind of red flag stuff and that, do you really want your neighbors to...
Well, look at this Ryan Whittaker shooting,
yeah.
right? So Ryan is playing Xbox or PlayStation with his girlfriend, and some scumbag who is it's his girlfriend, is a loser. He has to go to work in the morning, so I get it, right? He's complaining, whatever. And he calls 911. They didn't respond, so he calls again. And he alludes to the fact that maybe the screaming and yelling is not video games. Maybe it's domestic violence.
If it'll get someone
here
faster.
And he says, will that get them here? Will that get the police here faster? You idiot. You knew it wasn't domestic violence. You did it on purpose to get the police there faster. So now let's think about you're mowing your grass with an AK-47 on your back. You got a psycho neighbor and says he pointed the gun at my daughter. Police show up.
Because he's very anti-gun.
And it doesn't have to be true. It just has to make sense.
He
and
doesn't
the
even
police
have to
show
have
up
evidence.
and end up killing that guy all because a neighbor overreacts.
Or now they go, you pointed your gun. It's his word against you. And now they're arresting you. They're taking away all your firearms. And
it can just go bad so fast.
It can go bad. So
use caution.
Use caution, and have it on you. No one needs to know you have it there for protection. We think that you should carry mowing your grass. If you guys watched our story about Sarah, she was mowing her grass when her
yard work, and her dad rolled up on a bicycle with a rifle.
And
shot the neighbor. Stop talking, Tiff. Shot the neighbor.
I was telling the story.
Your story sucks. Shot the neighbor, shot the mom in the chest, killed her. And then Sarah had to pull the gun out, shot her dad from 7 or 15 yards away,
15 yards
and killed him.
Plus. Now, had she not had her gun on her, I don't think she'd be here. Yeah, today.
Okay.
So
Castillo says best option for home practice, such as Mantis. Castillo, you don't need the Mantis.
Yeah.
So they're all gimmicks. What you need is to understand the fundamentals properly. See, the problem with the Mantis or any of these laser target trainer things is you can hold a gun improperly and still get an accurate hit. You can have an improper stance and still get an accurate hit. You can not be using your sights properly and still get an accurate hit using unsighted fire. The goal is you need to learn the proper fundamentals. A guy actually said to me at the range today when I was shooting with one of my classes, he said, I know that things aren't going to get better without repetition. And I said, you're wrong, sir. It's not about repetition. It's about the right repetition. So Michael Jordan has a famous quote that says, you can practice shooting for 8 hours a day, but if you don't know the fundamentals, all you become is good at shooting the wrong way. So every day, I was at the range today, there's some guys there shooting, and they are leaning back, they have a poor grip, they're just doing everything really crazy. What did
Flip a car over, can't drive, but you tell a good story.
I know. Yeah.
Hey, listen, Pat says after those 3 guys got killed in Frostproof, swear word, yeah. Listen, those guys couldn't have a gun anyway.
Yeah, they were convicted felons, 2 of them.
And
so,
this was not a random act.
They were.
So this was not just 3 people fishing. It was not a random act.
They were criminals involved in criminal acts.
Well, no, they weren't involved in criminal activity.
They were. It sounds
At
like.
some
Now, we
point-
don't, at some point,
No,
not at that
some point
moment.
they had a run-in with this guy, and that's what I'm saying. He was standing behind them at the Dollar Tree and was like, oh, you're going to be there? That could have happened fishing. That could have happened at the Home Depot. That could have happened in their yard. It would have happened anywhere. So that's not, do I think
They weren't killed because they were fishing.
Yeah, do I think that you should carry fishing? Yes, I think you should carry fishing. Why not? I think
Luna,
you should have
get
your
lost.
gun 100% of the time that you're legally allowed to. So, but that story's not, not the best one because that's.
Okay, any other quick questions?
I'm with you. That dude blindly charged out with the gun in his hand. Well,
Yeah, but you know what? I think what Ryan Whittaker did was dumb. He shouldn't have charged out of his house with the gun in his hand. However, this is one of the only times you guys will ever hear me say this. Only time. I actually believe that cop committed a massive crime.
Yeah.
That cop wildly overreacted.
Yeah.
Ryan realized it was the police, put the gun behind his back, and he knelt down on the ground, which is what he should have done. Yeah. Then the cop shot him, which is BS.
Mm-hmm. And, yeah, total BS. That cop overreacted.
Cop wildly overreacted.
Because Ryan talks, I carry at church. Yeah, absolutely carry at church. Ryan and I were talking about this in the car the other day, and I was mentioning how Ryan always says you don't draw your gun on someone that already
has drawn,
because you'll lose.
Which I literally got in an argument with about this with a guy.
So you wait for an opportunity, right? The guy turns that way, then you can do it. Something happens, he gets distracted. So Ryan and I, when we were talking about the Ryan Whittaker incident, I was saying the cops should know they were all pulled on him. They all had their guns drawn. His hand was down. He never once tried to raise it. And if he did, then yes, they would have the right to shoot him. But the cops had a massive advantage because they were already up and, drawn on him. So they were not as much of a threat, so to speak. So I think that cop's probably going to end up getting charged.
I think he should.
Yeah.
Unless, we got to let the investigation happen. When you got to figure out the investigation.
And see different angles maybe and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Jay Chambers says, talk tip. Thank you. Ryan's always cutting me off. He needs to realize that I
keep praying that she's going to...
stuff to say.
I keep praying that she... You know what happened to one of my students the other day?
What?
Her husband, the doctor put him on this medication, and all of a sudden, he went deaf.
No.
Can you guys believe that?
What kind of medication?
So they, I don't remember, but so she said she went back to the doctor, and the doctor was like, "You have to stop taking the medication." Yeah, no shit, buddy. You went to college for freaking 12 years for this? Yeah, obviously. So, but that just goes to show how fast our lives can really change, man. Fine one day, 100% deaf the next because of medication.
Jordan, I didn't really have any interest in carrying guns either. Maybe she'll hop in and watch a live with us or something one time.
Yeah, listen, Jordan. Tiffany just doesn't want to tell you the truth here. Here's the bottom line. You need to give me a picture of your wife. You need to give me her schedule. And
Ryan's
me
gonna
and my
rough her
buddies, we will make her want to carry a gun,
We'll
all right?
make her scared.
We charge a premium fee for this, Jordan, but we will take care of you.
No. So you just need to ease her into it, and you just need to start carrying. Maybe let her pick out her own gun or something. Like
Here's what
a
happened with Tiffany. Tiffany wasn't interested in it. She didn't like it, and it's usually because
I'm Canadian.
It's usually because there are preconceived notions that an individual has of what a gun owner is.
Scared.
They're scared of the gun.
Intimidated.
Oh, this is a great. You ready for this?
What?
I just posted on the Carey University YouTube channel my very first video that was specifically designed just for this new channel.
That wasn't
and
a
it is
clip you
called
stole from Tampa Carey.
It is called Overcoming Fear. So this video is going to talk about how to overcome fear of guns.
Yeah.
So maybe you just ask if she'll watch a video with you and kind of go from there, you know.
Yeah, it's on Carry University. And all of you that don't know, Ryan started his new channel, Carry University.
Links in the description. Make sure you go check it out.
The link is in the description, but if you just search it and then subscribe to that, because it's going to have completely different content and it'll have more like training stuff on there. So you guys will definitely enjoy that. So
yes.
Hey, Jeff. Okay, what time is it? Oh, we're right at the 40 minutes.
Couple more minutes.
Okay.
Tenor Rock in Lakeland. Yep, I haven't been there in a long time.
We have not been there in a really long time.
You want to know why?
Why?
Because we have good friends that let us build a gun range on their property.
This is true. I haven't seen Dustin in a
There,
while.
Juan says there are a lot of gun shooting training places or classes around. Nope, there aren't a lot. There's only one. It's called Tampa Carry. The greatest. We are the greatest.
Wow. You need to knock yourself down a few notches.
I need to knock myself down a notch. I need to talk.
He's pretty good.
No, we're pretty good.
But Tampa Carry, I mean, even we have people that drive from all around. Ryan does a really
Guy,
good
we have
private
people
range
drive from
class.
Miami consistently
just
to go shooting. This woman drove from Miami.
Well, that was Bill's friend.
It was Bill's friend.
Bill
Woman drove from Miami, which is 4 hours away, to shoot with me for 1.5 hours.
People know how far Miami is.
To shoot with me for 1.5 hours and then drive back to Miami 4 hours away.
Yeah.
Guy drove from Key West, 8-hour road trip.
Calm down.
To come to me for a 20-minute class and then get back on the road to drive back down to Key West for 8 hours.
Calm down.
Dad.
I am the greatest.
Oh, stop it.
I am the greatest.
Ryan, people are going to think you're serious. And then they're going to be like, you're a pompous asshole.
Please turn down the volume.
It worked.
Yes, thank you. Turn it down.
It worked for Muhammad Ali. It's going to work for me.
Yeah, Ryan doesn't really think he's the greatest. So, no, but he does. Stop it. Ryan does know what he's talking about, and he is a really good and patient instructor. So his private range class, he works with you. So if you're a little more
Oh, look at that. Mr. Tick says, I came from Naples and then drove back down. Thanks, Mr.
Awesome.
Ticks. If I could in-air fist bump you through YouTube, I would.
So anyway.
Don't push me out of life.
I wasn't pushing you out.
Yes, you were. You're absolutely going.
Oh, no.
Okay, opencarry.org says I can open carry in Florida to lawful target shooting. Can I do it? Yes,
He's
you can.
talking about open carry to a range.
You're allowed to open
shooting.
carry on your way to a gun range, shooting event, gun club, whatever. Again, is it beneficial? You have to ask yourself that question, and you have to be willing to deal with the consequences. Because I can tell you right now, 90% of police don't know that's legal.
Yeah,
and if you
it's
get
just
caught
a
doing
hassle.
it, you were going to get
but
harassed.
There's that other guy, too, that was going through the drive-thru or whatever, and then they saw his gun. So you have to remember, too, if you're open carrying on your hip and somebody drives by and sees it, that can also cause trouble, too.
Sure.
So just something to think about.
Yeah.
Do we still do that?
Love the kids course for gun safety. Thank
Awesome.
you, John. I think
Thanks,
you're
John.
redoing it.
Yeah,
too,
I am
aren't you?
redoing it right now, and it's going to be a lot better, so check it out.
Yeah, Ryan's
I'm
got
actually
a
kind of stuck right now.
bunch
I'm
of
waiting for
stuff in
Tiffany
there,
to
so-
read it and kind of help me. I've got like a writer's block almost.
So
for
the
this new
good
course.
thing is that you can watch the updated stuff too, which will
Yep.
be all new content. Okay, one more question, because we're low battery too. One more question.
Okay, one more good question.
Ryan's had too many Bud Light limes.
Where? Yeah, we were
He's
just
got
talking
two.
about that today.
Okay, no more questions. I am a boomer for think 40 Smith & Wesson for a good carry round. Sure, if you like 40 Smith & Wesson, then buy it. I think that's
Do it.
awesome. It's all about, listen, I like 9mm.
Is this one not-
I know people that like 45 ACP, and if you want to carry it at 45, I think that's great. I don't think the
Get over
caliber
here.
gun that you
Whole
choose
family.
is
Look,
as
come on,
important
back there.
as the fact that you have a high level of training with the gun. That's pretty important. And that you carry the firearm 100% of the time you're legally allowed to. Those are the two things that really matter, but the caliber that you choose is pretty irrelevant in my opinion. All right, guys. Thanks for
That's
watching.
it.
We appreciate ya.
And thank you to everybody who gave. We really appreciate that.
Yes, we
So,
do. Supporting our family,
Yeah.
helping us.
Yep, and we will see you next Monday night at 7 p.m.
Bye.
Head over to
sheepdogs, bye,
Carry
sheepdogs,
University.
bye. Oh,
Watch
yeah.
that new
Bye, bye,
video.
bye.
Check it
Bye.
out. Bye, guys.
Bye, sheepdogs.
Jump up, Blake.
Peace.
Lincoln.
Peace.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
What's up? What's
Bye.
up? What's up? Come on.
Come on, guys, calm down. I don't know how to shut it off. Why am I pretending?
Hi.
Lincoln, back up, please.
Is this one still on? Hello.